What's up, Sussex Squad? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Tisa Tells, I want an apology. Not from y'all, but from the Sussex Squad in the back. Remember a certain someone months ago said that Kate had won the battle with the school as to what school the kids would go to? Remember how I said that something must have happened so brutal, so sadistic, so crazy that they literally gave Kate what they wanted, what she wanted? Remember when I said, y'all, they're separated. William asked for a divorce. He might even did something to Kate. Kate literally went on strike. I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was maybe, 6 feet under like Kevin, right? However, 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 I did say that she was either faking or she was gone. One or the other, right? Because I've always said the most interesting thing that's ever happened to Kate was disappearing. Well, it looks like we finally have confirmation from the Daily Mail. We finally have confirmation from all the royal sources that Kate got her way, that the kids are going to be educated at Marlborough. But you guys, this is confirmation that when Kate was missing, something did happen. When we were saying, William, what have you done? Guess what? Kate knew what he did. And Kate used that leverage to get her kids freedom. Now, listen, I know Kate's a royal racist, allegedly, according to Piers Morgan. I know that she's done a lot of effed up things, but Kate just pulled off the coup of the century. Kate pulled off Miss Cold Lumpy Oatmeal with no nuts, berries, or seasonings, not even any milk. Just pulled off the coup of the century by getting this done. We will talk about it in a second, but we got to ask ourselves, how did she do that? What leverage did she have? What did she know? Or what could she prove that would have rocked the royal foundation to their core if it had been found out? What did Kate threaten to tell or expose? What happened in December? You guys, this is just more proof that everything we're saying, we think that we've been saying has been true, and more evidence comes out. Let me tell you something. Those British royals hate change. They hate anything going against tradition, whether it be someone non-white marrying into the family or whether it is not going to the schools they want, to the places. Because don't forget, those schools and places are part of the brainwashing. That's where they break familial ties. That's where they turn brother against brother. That's where they get control of the air and turn everybody else into spares. That's how they do it. And the fact that Kate saw, and it's also the way they turn children against mothers and sever those ties so that the only thing the heir clings to is his power. He can't even cling to his hair. Ask William. He knows. Kate knew this. Kate, William has been trying to push Kate out of the picture for the better part of the last 2 years. His disdain, his repulsion at her has been dripping sometimes. You can feel it through the pictures. Even the last 6 hairs of his head are like, ugh, standing at attention, moving away from Kate. Right? William had his heirs. He knows that he's fulfilled his duty, much like Charles did with Diana. You had kids with somebody that could give you cute children. That's all you had to do. Kate clung to those children. Partly, okay, they're her kids. I'm sure she has motherly love for her children, right? But she clung to those children. And she knew that if they could sever it, and if he could sever, and he can't divorce the sitting queen, so if he could get rid of her, either by saying she's crazy, or her going on a night swim, or something happening, that he would be free to marry his lady love, whoever that may be. I would assume they say it's Kate. I have seen no evidence of that. There's lots of rose bushes around. Do with that with what you will. Okay. Now just let me take you back. Kate, prior, prior to all Kate going missing, if you guys go back to those news articles, there was a war being waged in the British media between Carole Middleton and Kate against the whole royal family over what school George was going to go to. He was going to go to Eton, then he was going to go to Marlborough, then he was going to go to Eton, then they were trying. Kate literally was fighting tooth and nail to make sure that George never went to that school. And you know what? I don't even like Kate, but I can't blame her. Do your job as a mother and protect your children. Because everybody that goes to Eton says it's like, right? However, there was all these articles. No, they're not. Finally saying Williams decided to let the king decide. The king has decided. Williams said, and it's settled, and they're going to eat, and that's all there is. And then there was an ambulance flying through the night, December 28th, flying through the night like a bat out of hell on a video that everybody saw, but no royal reporter dared speak about. And then Kate went missing for the better part of a year. Was something that kind of sort of was, maybe cancer, maybe not. And they never explained it. She emerged with a new scar on her face, what seemed like a new scar. She emerged looking a little bit too refreshed for someone that's been going through chemo. She said that she's doing her best to remain cancer free, but yet she didn't have cancer. Those are their words, not mine. But you're doing your best to remain cancer free. I'm doing my best to remain billionaire free in my life. I'm doing my best to make sure my bank account remains free of $1 billion. Every day is a struggle. So all that stuff is going on. And in that, why Kate was missing. She did not make any appearances. She would not say this. They put out AI pictures. They put out doctored AI video. They did everything they could because they thought she could be replaced. But then, and here's the funny thing. The British people didn't really care where she was because she didn't really do that much. It was the national media, the international media. It's like, what's going on? And then Kate emerged looking refreshed to boost the nation at the trooping of the colors. They arrived separately. They arrived separately. No more would they even stand and pretend to like each other. The kids would always be in between. The kids, even in the car, were looking at their parents and their mom like, what's going on? They arrived separately. Everybody could see that something's changed. Kate went into hiding again. She wanted to come out for Wimbledon. She was only allowed to come out for one game. William, the future king of England, said, don't you know? I don't care what her doctors say. I don't care what she feels. I'm the king of England, and I'll say when she can come back to work. Kate held strong. She pushed back. She finally got her way, and they announced that all three children will be going to Marlborough. In this coup, what did she get? Well, let me just go over it again. They wanted to break the family bonds. They want to push Kate out. They want to make her insignificant. Remember all those stories that the royal sources were saying that Kate does not have any constitutional royal role and she will never have a constitutional royal role? Even Camilla has a constitutional royal role. Remember Remembrance Day? They didn't sign it Will and Kate. They just signed it Will. No Kate, no wreath for Kate was laid at Remembrance Day, even though Camilla had her own and she didn't even attend. Remember all the insults? Remember all the slights? Well, it seems like Kate and probably Carole Middleton played their cards right because they succeeded in making sure that they go to Marlborough, or whatever you're called, which is very, very close to Middleton Manor. Remember Middleton Manor? The place that Kate's been while she was recovering? The place Kate's always been? Yeah, Middleton Manor. Which means that she will see them a bunch, even after school, the same way Kate always saw her mom. Kate has solidified that she is not going anywhere. So now we have to ask ourselves, what did she know? What could she say? What could she tell? Hmm? About what? Camilla Charles, his cancer, her cancer. Camilla, the way she's ill and she's not seen anywhere. Is that what they're saying now, Camilla? While you're drinking apple wine, eating oats, and plotting carnage in the streets? What does she know? What could she say? That they had to fold and give her something that for the better part of a year they have been fighting over viciously and did not want. Those men in gray do not want to wield power. And I get it. Kate was such an a-hole to Meghan, but Kate had no more power than Meghan had at all. And unlike Meghan, whose husband literally gave up everything to protect her, William wouldn't even spit on her if her hair was on fire. So again, it goes back to just because we're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get us. It goes back to what did Kate know? Hmm? What could she say? What happened December 28th that changed everything and ended with Kate leaving with a scar over her eye, a new face, and getting, and even though she suffered countless humiliations since then, that the royal media keeps trying to act like doesn't exist and we don't know what we're talking about. And oh my God, what are you talking about? What exactly did she use to get this leverage? Because, baby, she leveraged something big. And I dare say it's something that would have brought down the monarchy. The monarchy does not like bending the women. They don't like helping women. They don't like family ties. They don't care about people being tortured. Look what happened to Charles when Philip sent him to school and the way they literally broke that boy. Yeah, well played, Kate. But again, all this lets me know is we were closer to the truth than they led on to believe. And Kate's victory lets us know we were closer to the truth. Kate is not going anywhere quietly. She's not going anywhere silently. And the international press has put them on notice that if she happens to go through a tunnel with paparazzi, we will be asking questions and dissect every single lie. You guys, we were closer than we knew to the truth. And I do believe that now that they are safely at Marlborough, or they will be attending in the coming years, we are going to hear trip, drip, drip what actually happened. And again, whatever it was to get Kate such a major win, whatever it was, is something that if it was exposed would have rocked and destroyed the royal family down to their core. You guys listen. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all soon. But baby, you know I'm on the case. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.